welded a million tiny screams into one unbroken cry. When the city lay in ash, Elayne returned the ruin to its former life and destroyed it again. Plague this time. The viruses spread, tracked in a purple wash that soon leapt west to the shining empire across the rolling Pax. After plague, famine, riots, drought, leading to riots and famine and plague once more. Zombie revolution, blackout, terrorism, crime, demonic possession, every snap of her fingers an apocalypse. Each citizen of Dresediel Lex died 100 deaths, screaming. The Skittersill is vulnerable, undefended. These dooms will come to pass if the wards remain unchanged. The judge watched from the sky, impassive as any real system of paired stars. Did she buy it? Or was she just playing along, giving Elayne more rope to hang herself? Best continue. Let me show you a better future. She called upon her power, upon deals and contracts crafted for this moment. Around her, beneath her, a crystal palace grew. Slums failed before towers of glass. Warehouse warrens became courtyards where fountains ran clean. The fountains were Tanbatac's touch, impractical and dry Dresediel Lex, but clever for that very reason. A future of impossible luxury beckoned if the judge approved their deal. The cracked lizard skin of Dresediel Lex transformed to a jeweled oasis. Meaningless, of course. The reborn city could look any way they cared. Floating spires, towering ziggurats, more pyramids even. The seeming was not the point. Under this translucent splendor, craftwork replaced the green wards laid by the old, dead gods. Machine-tooled spiderweb glyphs glittered. Circles revolved within larger circles, scribed in tongues forgotten and not yet made. Lines radiated out and in to clothe the Skittersill in craft. Elayne Kevarian permitted herself the slightest sliver of pride. 5 months' work to reach this moment. 5 months of patient mediation between the King in Red, dread lord who'd ripped Dresediel Lex from its god's hands, and Tanbatac, landholder of the Skittersill. 5 months to craft new wards that were, in her own frank estimation, the equal of any she had seen. Some artists settle for mirroring the world. Elayne had built a new one altogether. She subjected her wards to the same tests as the gods. Fires died, plagues flared out, revolts contained themselves, demonic hordes bounced back into their outer hells. The city stood. Our proposal will free the Skittersill from bad theology and worse urban planning. We will make this city better. She stared up into the twin suns, suspended in a sky the deep blue of paintings on porcelain. She waited for the verdict. Time wound down, wound slow. The crystal towers of her triumph shone. No, the judge said. The world broke open, and they fell. Why not? Elayne asked later in the judge's office, pacing. For all its size, for all its brass and leather opulence, the office still felt small. Anything would, after standing astride the city in the court's projection. Elayne's spirit had not yet settled back into her skin. It always took the mind a while to reaccustom itself to fleshy constraint. Colors in the world of meat were less vivid. Time ticked by with slow rigidity. Even the sun outside the office's slit windows seemed dim. Judge Kafal kept silent at her desk, behind paper ramparts of case files and motions, immobile and squat as a shining empire idol. Her blue eyes, no longer suns, peered through thick-rimmed glasses, an unnatural gaze here in Dresediel Lex, where eyes were black and hair dark. Elayne continued. Do you see some problem with my work? The compromise is sound. It may be sound, but it is not.